What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking about my favorite horror movie of all time, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
This is just a dream. He isn't real. He isn't real.
I'm also going to be discussing Neca's A Nightmare on Elm Street Ultimate Freddy action figure. Fuck yeah, guys, let's take a trip back to 1984 with some Freddy Krueger. And in case anybody's wondering out there, this is my N1 glove made by Anders Ericsson. Anders Ericsson, who came highly recommended by Robert Englund. When I met him at a convention, I asked him, who do you think is the best replica glove maker out there? And he suggested Anders Ericsson. Anders had made Robert Englund's own personal glove. Anyway, I have one. I have a few Freddy Krueger gloves, but this is definitely one of my prized possessions, made by Anders Ericsson. A Nightmare on Elm Street. My favorite horror movie of all time. And why is it my favorite horror movie of all time? Well, it's also the first horror movie that I can remember seeing. A Nightmare on Elm Street was released in 1984. So it was available on VHS in 85, which is right around the time that I would have seen it. I would have seen Elm Street at about 5 or 6 years old. I'm pretty sure that it's around the same time that we got a VHS player in our house, and along with it, one of the first movies we sat down and watched as a family even was A Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's going on 40 years. I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched this movie. And I mean, I just watched it last night doing some research here for the Neca figure. And I mean, every time I see it, I still enjoy it. It's just one of those classic movies where, I'll never get bored of that one. The first film is the origin of Freddy Krueger. The movie starts with Freddy Krueger building his glove. Like, how epic is that? The movie starts with the glove build. And then that is followed by the title card. I think just from the beginning of this movie, the first minute, you are hooked. How could you not be hooked? That, of course, is followed up with a dream sequence where we first get a glimpse of Freddy Krueger. The character Tina is having a nightmare. For the most part, she is the main character at the beginning of the movie. I'm talking about this movie as if you out there, the viewers, have already seen it. Okay, so it's full of spoilers, just so you know. So the Tina character gets killed off about a quarter way through the movie. And then it's all about the character Nancy and Nancy's dealings with Freddy Krueger. I have here Neca's Ultimate Freddy action figure. And as you can see, like all of Neca's figures, it has the front cover movie poster. I actually have this poster upstairs in my office. I have an original '84 poster that I had autographed by Robert Englund. Again, one of my prized possessions. So yeah, it has the movie poster on the front with the window packaging. And I don't take my action figures out of their packaging. I'm one of those guys. It's just how I prefer to display them. And I think anyway, with the window packaging, which is the case with a lot of action figures, you can still see them. It's just you can't pose them, I guess. But I'm fine with that, you know. Here we have Freddy Krueger from the first movie. Freddy Krueger with his red and green striped sweater that doesn't have stripes on the sleeves. Neca always do an amazing job with their action figures. The resemblance to the character it's precise, man. They have all the details, you know. These action figures are like tiny sculptures. So this figure comes with 2 interchangeable heads. The one head on the figure that's pretty straight-faced and mean-looking, while the other is a smiling Freddy face. You know, he's grimacing with his teeth. Down below, you have actually a third head when Tina, in her nightmare, pulls Freddy's face off. That was pretty cool. You don't get to see many scenes like that in any of the other Elm Street movies. Yeah. That's a particularly famous scene in Elm Street 1 when she rips Freddy's face off like she does. And then down below is Tina's actual skin mask, because there is one point in the movie where Freddy is pursuing Nancy. She's ran inside her house. She's locked the door and she's trying to run up the stairs. Freddy's face, wearing Tina's face, comes through the window in the door.
Nancy, help me, please. Save me from...
Also included up here is Freddy's fedora. Get to see Freddy's fedora in this movie. Nancy takes it off his head while she's in the dream clinic, so she literally pulls it out of her dream. She has that confrontation with her mother.
It even has his name written in it. Fred Krueger, Mom. Fred Krueger.
And then down below is Nancy's phone. The one that she's been calling Glenn, her boyfriend, played by Johnny Depp in this movie. She's been calling Glenn. His parents answer the phone, tell her that Glenn's asleep, and leaves the phone off the hook. So she can't reach him now for the rest of the night. Yeah, so she tries calling him, and at one point she gets the sound of Freddy sliding his razor blades on metal. And her reaction is to pull the phone out of the wall. We get that famous scene where even though the phone cord has been pulled, yanked out of the wall, it does ring. And on the other end is Freddy. Fucking classic scene and classic practical special effect. Something else that was included here, and when I first looked at it, I didn't know what this was, because it's green for one thing, and I thought, upon first looking at it, not knowing, I didn't know what I was seeing. But what Neca have included is a second left hand. He cuts off his 2 fingers, and we see this fluid, this green fluid spray out. So that's what they've included here. I'm guessing that if you wanted to, you could probably pose Freddy in that same position to reenact that scene. I think they did an amazing job here with this Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 action figure. And if you turn around on the back, you can clearly see some of the accessories that come with. It says here, Nancy is having grisly nightmares. Something monstrous wants to kill her. Meanwhile, her school friends, who are having the very same dream, are being slaughtered in their sleep by the hideous fiend of their shared nightmare. Fuck yeah. When the police ignore their explanation, she must confront the killer in his shadowy realm. Oh yeah. Nancy takes on Freddy in this movie. Does she get rid of him? Obviously not, because there was umpteen fucking sequels. One of the best horror movies ever made that introduced us to one of the most classic horror movie villains of all time. Guys, that's today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Perhaps in the next video, I'll cover the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 action figure, which I have here on my shelf as well. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one. Like,
comment,
and subscribe.